coming to the Philippines and you're going to retire and you're going to start work, and you want to get a little bit of income coming in, the franchise operation is not a bad thing really. Not to buy it, but to look at what is popular and take the information and replicate it. A lot of places that I was looking at today, which was BPI Bank, Shell, 7-Eleven, big high street brands wanted big franchise money, 4 million peso plus to buy the franchise, and then you have to find the site, which is about another 8 to 10 million. Then you have to build the gas station, build the 7-Eleven store, then you need to stock it and everything like that. What you're looking at when you buy into a franchise is you're looking to turn around and make sure you've got the infrastructure behind the franchise, a good delivery service, a good repair service, a good support service, a good advertising service, a good merchandising service, a good name.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head.
To get it from Davao, not from Manila, because we believe in ease of doing business. When we do business with you, we want to make it simple, right? Next slide, please. Our mission is serving balls of happiness. Hindi natin mission mag-serve lang ng takoyaki, mag-serve lang ng yakisoba. We want to serve happiness. Why? Because happiness and satisfaction is the reason why customers keep on going back. So if you keep your customers happy, then your
So
business
this franchise is based in Manila and Luzon, and they want to set up and they want franchises in
so here are our
Davao. But they don't have a hub in Davao to order the food. So you have to order the food from Manila, which means you have to turn around and pay the shipping costs from Manila to come to Davao. You've got BPI, you've got water, you've got Shell, you've got potato courier. I've got some other stuff here, we'll go from there. Lemon Co, Minute Burger.
This one is Minute Burger. The Minute Burger here to set up franchise now. 700,000 peso for an on the street small little kiosk. Doesn't include the site, doesn't include the setup, just includes the grills, helping you set up, painting the outside and putting the merchandising up there. So let's call it 1 million peso. Quite a lot of money for Minute Burger. There are hundreds of Minute Burgers in Davao. A lot of them are owned by the same guy. So he's got one and then he's just moved on. This one I thought was quite interesting. It's called Bean Leaf. There's one of these down here at Davao. It's 900,000 to buy the franchise, or 980,000, call it 1 million. But then you've got to find the site. There's only 3 bean leaves in Mindanao. I think you got confused on that question. I think there's about 50 of these in Mindanao. There's only 3 in Davao. The reason there's only 3 is they got too much competition. They're a Manila-based company. They're living in the past. Not a clever brand, really. I also spoke to the young lady, turned around and said, why do you need a shop? Why can't you just do a pop-up? They don't have any information about doing a coffee cart or anything like that. And I said to her, I said, well, you need to go down to a breezer and have a look at the guys down there that are taking money from the coffee companies that are in the breezer with these little carts doing quick and simple coffee. So I did speak to the lady that's there, promotional. They're a little bit dated, a little bit old hat. It's called Potato Corner. They do fried potatoes, flavoured fried potatoes. You buy the franchise, it's in a mall or it's on the street. If you're buying in the mall, then you have to negotiate the price of the unit in the mall and pay the rental prices. Then you get a franchise deal here, and the franchise deal is 470 for the cheapest, going up to 350,000 for a bespoke on the street, but that will go up very quickly because the design needs to meet what the footprint is of your area. So you're paying 350 on the most expensive. However, when they build the unit, you could actually add another $1 million on that. So this sells two products, chips or French fries that are flavoured, and they range from 35 peso up to 150. Now if you're spending nearly 2 million to recoup your money, that's a lot of 35 pesos to get there, isn't it? That's a lot of stock you've got to sell, but you've got to buy the stock from these people, and you've got to sell the stock at 35 peso. So 20 peso of that is going to the franchise, 15 is coming to you. That's a lot, 15 pesos, because 10 pesos will pay for salary and wages and electricity and gas. 1 to 5 peso will be profit. So hard work to turn around and do this one. This one, OG Korean fried chicken franchise, 1.5 million. And then you have to find a store, decorate it in their colours, which is 8 million. So this is a 10 million pound franchise. That's why you don't see a lot of them. So it's called Bonchon. There used to be one in a Breezer and in Gmail, both of them closed. Too much money, too expensive.
So we have Shell, we have PLDT, Rock, LTG. I've just seen a really good Oh, look at that. Salamat, Mr. Shomai.
Mr. Shomai is 150,000 for the franchise. This is quite good. Yeah, you get the car, you get the stock, you get a delivery system. You also get an infrastructure in Davao, a reporting system in Davao, repair people in Davao. This is well supported, and it's what a franchise should deliver. It says up there it's 200,000, but today it was 150, and you get a lovely made car. They also help you with the food hygiene certification, the BIR, and the TIN. Clever. I think this is something people are looking at, and that is why I'm seeing more and more of these setting up, because it's not expensive and it's not going to cost you and it's not going to break your bank. It's very, very good. This one I've already explained. Be part of a global family. Yeah. It's 7-Eleven. It is a global family, but it's not global because the Philippine part of 7-Eleven is no longer part of the global network in America. They're part of the 7-Eleven brand, but in the Philippines it's totally different. But high cost, high profile, high expenditure, high level of income, but you need to be rich to turn around and move into this market. Yeah, because it's, as I said, it's 4 million just to buy the franchise. That's without a shop, without stock, without setup, without deliveries, without contractual agreements. That's a lot of money to put down on the table and walk away. You might as well buy yourself a house and rent it out. The better franchises was this one. It's called M-Gas. They're based in Manila. Okay, so for 500,000 peso, you get 100 gas bottles. Yeah, you get the support structure, you get the help, you get the trader, you get a manager in your area, you get recommended sites that they can turn around and help you with and help you set up. But it's gas bottle distributor. They've only got one in this area. There's a guy called John who's up in Buhangin, and he only set up today. So this is new to Davao. I think this is quite a good franchise because doesn't go out of date, doesn't go wrong. You get 100 bottles. You sell them at what you rent them out for 1,200 peso until they're empty. Then they come back to you. They'll pick them up, regas them up. And they regas them up here in a depot in Davao before they deliver 100 back to you. So you're making nearly 100 peso every time you sell a gas bottle. The rest of it goes into labour, the running cost of filling the gas up, making sure the health and safety works. Quite a nice one. One of the worst, I would have to turn around and say, was this ice cream. It's open for franchise. It says here, no royalty fee, marketing fee, so they do all the marketing. The top 4 units are 750,000. It sells ice cream. It's got a 3-day shelf life. That is a really short shelf life to sell something, so I wasn't impressed with this. I wasn't impressed with the support structure. I wasn't impressed with what they would turn around and try to say. I think there are better franchises out there. They've only got 2 or 3 in Davao. Yeah, I thought it was very, very interesting. But what you need to do if you're going to turn around and do your little business, make sure you're not on a tourist visa, because you're not allowed to run a business when you're on a tourist visa, not even a YouTube channel. That's clear in the law. I'm on an SRRV. I'm allowed to run a business and be part of running the business. You need to make sure you've got a TIN number, tax identification number. You get that down at the tax office, the bureau. You need to make sure that you've actually got a BIR number, that you can actually, Bureau of Internal Revenue, you actually got that number, you can put it on the wall, so that's that one. You need to make sure you've got capital to keep employing people. You've got to turn around and buy the stock. Yeah, you've got to have the running capital to turn around and keep the business going. Yeah, and you also need to turn around and make sure that you're registered with the business community. That's called the business commerce or the business whatever it is. It's not the tax man and it's not the Bureau of Internal Revenue. This is actually a business group that you have to register with. And you register with those 3 and you have all that identification. So that's make sure you got the right visa, make sure you got your TIN number, make sure you got a BIR, make sure you got a business of commerce. You register with them, and then you can turn around and go and dabble in your business and do what you got to turn around and do. Every year you got to do your tax returns if you're turning over more than 250,000 peso a year, and you've also turn around and got to do your accounts, which means you need to get yourself an accountant, and that's the reason with Annie. See, there we go. Not just an ugly face, yeah. Got the grey cells to go with it. So that's what we're looking at, and that's what I went down and had a look at the franchise. So getting involved in a franchise in the Philippines, is it good or is it bad? It's good to look at it, and it's better if you turn around and you do it yourself, because a lot of the franchises do not want to go out into the provinces or go further afield. They also want to do the set fees on their products, which means, you know, the only one that was selling product really cheap today was Mr. Potato or Potato Crunch, because his product was 35 peso. People can afford 35 peso as a snack, as their lunch. So they're switched on, understanding that the not well off can't afford to turn around and be buying potato chips at £1.50, £2, 200 peso. Can't afford to be buying coffee at 150 peso, 200 peso, or flavoured teas at 125, 130 peso. They need to turn around and get some sustenance. What I was surprised today, there was not one rice franchise on the franchise market. Not one. That did surprise me. I thought people would be doing noodles and rice. There was a pizza company, Sombrero American Pizza, very expensive. too expensive. You know, I didn't see any of Alberto Pizzas there. I didn't see anything from Pizza Hut. I didn't see anything from any other pizza brands down there. I didn't see anything from pasta houses or anything like that in there. Turn around and try and sell a franchise, but it's opening up. So, had a great day. Watch the video. Hope you enjoy. Take care. Like, share, subscribe. From a stormy afternoon in Davao.
You're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string.